Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and to the garden. Today's just a brief video, going to go over four hardy evergreen plants that are commonly overlooked in regard to tropical gardening. Some of us do grow these guys, but once again, just to kind of point these out as they're starting to come into show for the spring. So the first one, guys, just to take a look at, one we have seen before, guys, but lots of flowers have come out on this. This is your camellia. So as you can see here, guys, this is quite an old plant. Typically when you get these from like the supermarkets or your garden centers, it might be much smaller than this. This one is approximately about 45 years old, 50 years old or so, but you can see it has put on a reasonable amount of growth in that time. When it does flower in the spring, guys, you do get these lovely little flowers, and you know, it's a reasonable size flower on that, so it does kind of pop in the garden. Also with the kind of shiny evergreen leaves, again, a lovely plant to pair alongside some of your hardy tropicals. And as well as that, guys, you know, it does provide that sort of spring color, so you know, helps with the kind of layering of different plants in different times in the garden. Just next to that, guys, one that's not quite out yet. Again, this is in about a month's time. This should be out. This is our purple rhododendron right here. Again, another common plant. You can get sort of most garden centers, things like that. Hardy as well as evergreen, and again gives you that kind of, you know, mid-spring pop of colors. This one here is our purple one. We do have a few other color variants in the garden as well, but again, I like to pair it. You can see next to the palm trees here, it does kind of fit in nicely as well. So, you know, personal choice on that one. I do quite like, you know, some of these kind of hardy evergreens as well. Just as we come around here, guys, another one to take a look at is your peiris japonica. Now with this one, again, guys, starting to see it more in the garden centers. What I love about this is that spring show of leaves, really beautiful on that side. Also the flowers here, you can just see really small flowers and in little clusters like that. Again, lovely spring show on this plant. For the most part of the year, guys, it will be kind of green. You know, once those leaves do grow in, they do turn to green afterwards, but any kind of new growth shows up in that lovely sort of fiery red as well. Another great choice if you're looking to pair you know, these types of plants in your tropical garden. Just coming around here, guys, just show you another couple examples of the camelias. I'll have to come off the back because they're quite large. You can just see here, guys, this is our tallest one, approximately about 20 foot tall. Lovely huge trunks on that as well. Next to that, we've also got a white variant. Now these do have some lovely flowers as well. You know, again, good size flowers on these, really lovely when pairing in your tropical garden. And again, something that is typically kind of sometimes overlooked. You look at these in the garden center, and if it doesn't have any flowers or anything on it, you know, you may not kind of realize what kind of show it can give you in the spring. But when they do come into flower and they're sold in the shops, guys, that's when we find they're quite popular as well. Just coming down here, and sorry about the wind noise today, guys. It is very windy, and if it has messed up the audio, I do apologize. Just down here, guys, another one to point out, which you know, I don't actually point it out much on the channel. This is our azalea hotshot. Love the variegation on these. Again, really small, comes out with these lovely kind of reddish flowers as well. I find the azaleas are a nice pair alongside your rhododendrons and your camellias. Again, kind of giving you a bit of a different leaf shape, but also providing you with that you know, evergreen interest as well. A couple of the other azaleas here that again, these are more late flowering, more in tune with the rhododendrons. Is this one here. This one does lovely pink show in the spring, and then we've got a white one back here as well. So really, guys, I guess point of the video really just to show you that you know, when we are shopping around for our tropicals and things like that, you know, sometimes it's easy to overlook the more common plants that will also fit into your garden as well and give you that kind of year-round interest. You know, I think with a lot of the kind of tropicals like your cannas and things like that, you're going to find all of that is much more sort of end of season flowering. So in some ways, guys, if we can you know, pair plants together that you know, start in the spring, have some summer flowers all the way out till September, even things like your hellebores in the winter, all of these can once again just provide that year-round interest in the garden as well. But with that said, guys, if you have not checked out the friends of the channel, certainly check them out in our pinned comment below. with lots of great channels on there, guys, lots of great information. Everyone's got such a unique personal experience with their gardens. It's great to learn from everybody's combined experience. And of course, guys, we'd love to support our community as well. Such a great community we're building here. Of course, if you're not subscribed to our channel, certainly feel free to do so. A like and comment always helps as well. And if you could certainly in the comments, put any other hardy tropical style plants that you may be growing that you think would go alongside of these, as well as anything that you think would be an interesting one to pair again in the garden. With that said, guys, well, see you on the next one.